What is up, guys? Passport Graffiti back again with another video, and today's video is going to be about my advice for dating Colombianas or Colombian women. Now I'm going to touch on two things in this video. One is going to be things that you definitely will find annoying when dating here, and then two is going to be my advice on those said things, on how to alleviate or mitigate some of it. Actually, I take that part back. You probably won't ever be able to alleviate any of it 100%, but definitely mitigate it a little bit. What I'm going to be talking about today, or I would say my thoughts and opinions, will be very generalized. It is very cultural based, as it will not pertain to all Colombian women. So before you guys, go murdering me in the comments, just know that this is something that's going to be more general. It is cultural based, so majority of the women here probably will pertain to, and even some of you watching will probably have experienced some of this yourself already. But these are things that I definitely wish I would have known before coming to Medellin or to Colombia, or let's just say more so dating here than coming. That definitely would have helped me out a lot navigating this dating market versus having to experience them and find out on my own. So I'm hoping that you guys get some value from this video and it helps you before you come here yourselves. So with that being said, let's just jump into it. So starting off with number one, that is going to be that Colombian women are very flaky, and it is annoying as fuck. Yes, it is. I can tell you that almost every guy that I've talked to here that is a foreigner, they all have experienced this. They all find it annoying. There isn't really a way to get rid of it, but I would say that my advice on it would be this. One would be plan multiple dates. Have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, even a G. The more dates that you have planned, the less likely all of them are going to flake. But a personal story of mine, I did have one day 4 dates planned. I planned on meeting one in the morning, one kind of mid-morning, one in the afternoon, and then another one that evening. And out of those 4 dates, none of them came through. They all flaked. So just because you have, a plan A, B, C, D, and E, it doesn't mean that, you still may end up with a date, but it does happen. Women flake here. The other way, or I would say my other advice, or what I've found out lately that does kind of work, and a friend of mine had also suggested this to me as well, is basically just build more rapport. Spend more time talking to the girls through text or through phone if you speak fluent Spanish, almost into a point to where they're the ones that are asking, hey, when are we going to go hang out? When are we going to do something? This way, you probably, not probably, it's 100% sure that they're definitely going to show up if you're talking and building rapport to this extent. So that would be my advice for that. Going into number two, that would be that Colombian women are often very late. This is probably Latin American women in general, but definitely it is very bad in Colombia, definitely Medellin. So my advice for this would be plan your dates earlier or more in advance, meaning if you want to meet at 7, tell them 6 or even 5:30. This way, sometimes you may even have them say, oh, well, I'm not available till 7 or 8 p.m. In your mind, you should be thinking 9 p.m. more than likely. This is the time we're going to meet. So this way, it just gives you less frustration. I've had times where I've had girls, I would say, hey, let's meet at 7. They'll say, oh, I need to organize myself or get prepared. We don't meet until 10. So definitely just keep this in mind. Excuse me. Definitely keep this in mind, as it will help with your levels of frustration and just navigating dating here a little bit better. Going into number 3, that would be that women here make tons of excuses and are not very direct. This is something that's hard to get used to, but Colombian women, for some reason, tend to be able to conjure up an excuse for everything. So definitely, there's no way to really get rid of this. I don't really have the most solid advice on this one. It would be definitely just roll with it, and then continue to keep talking to the girl. It definitely is something that's very annoying to me. And going into number 3. Number 3 is going to be that Colombian women are very used to getting, I would say, you probably won't find this annoying, but they're very used to words of endearment, being sweet talked, meaning Colombian men here are very big on, when they talk to their women here, they are calling them princesa, mi amor, mi reina, mi vida, mi corazón, or corazón. So it's something that you definitely will need to do here if you want to have success. I've been told plenty of times that I'm very cold when dealing with women here. And it's just because I'm used to in the United States, we don't give terms of endearment to women we just meet, or when we've only known them for a couple of days. Usually it's after we've been dating for a while that you would then start calling them babe or something along those lines. But here, it's okay to, use these words, sweet or cute type words very quickly. Definitely in Medellin. I know in some other women from some other parts may not do it, but the women here, Paisa women, they're very big on, I would say, sweet talking. And I would say, definitely in the United States, for us, we're not used to it because women often will, I would say, shame you or say you're thirsty or you're desperate, whatever adjective they want to use to make you feel bad for wanting to, be sweet or whatever. But here in Medellin, it is perfectly normal, or in Colombia, it's normal for the most part. So don't be afraid to be a little bit more sweet when you talk to girls here, as they prefer it, and you will be seen as less cold, or I would say less cold. And that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate you guys watching, and until the next one, peace.